Hello, boys and girls. In math today, we are going to talk about adding two-digit numbers. All right? So remember, two-digit numbers are numbers like these, right? Where they have two digits, like these ones. And we're going to learn about adding those together. Okay? So let's listen to this little story and see if we can find the answer to the problem in the story. So I have 13 black beans and 21 red beans. How many beans do I have in all? All right, so I have 13 black beans, 21 red beans. How many beans do I have in all? Now, we could count all the beans, but boys and girls, we have very important things to do. We don't have time to count all of those. So instead of counting every single bean to figure out how much we have in all, I think we should learn how to add them together because that will be so much faster. So much faster. Okay? So, we're going to use something called like a tens and ones chart, tens and ones addition chart, that's going to help us with adding these two numbers together. So, on one side of the chart, the numbers that are in the tens place are going to go there, and then on the other side, the numbers that are in the ones place are going to go there. All right, so before we actually put numbers in, let's practice with 10 rods and ones cubes. Okay, so starting with 13. How many tens are in 13? Well, look at the tens place, which is the first number on the left, 1, right? So, I'm going to draw one 10 rod right here. All right, because that's for 13. And then how many ones does 13 have? What number's in the ones place? 3. 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. All right? Makes sense. Okay, then for our other one, for 21 red beans, we have how many in the tens place? 2, right? 2. So, let's put 1, 2. Okay, 2 tens rods for 21. And then, what number's in the ones place? 1. Then we have one of these. Okay, so this is one way to add it together. So, we always start with the ones. When you are adding two-digit numbers, you always start by adding the ones place. Okay? So, we're going to look at the ones first. So, we had 3, added one more. So, how many ones do we have in all? 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Very good. Now, let's move over to the tens place. How many tens rods do we have? 1, 2, 3. We have 3 tens rods, which means that the number that should be in the tens place is the number 3. Okay? Right here. And then here we have our answer. Okay? So 3 is in the tens place, 4 is in the ones place. What number is that? 34, right? 34. Okay, so that's one way to figure it out. But you might not have tens rods or ones cubes at home. So let me erase this and we'll put in actual numbers to help us out. Okay, here we go. All right, so now instead of using the tens rods and the ones cubes, we're going to use the actual digits, the actual numbers. Okay, so 13. What number did we say was in the tens place? 1. So, that goes right here. And then what number is in the ones place for 13? 3. Good. All right, so we have 13. See how it's there? It's divided and spread across, but it's 13. Plus 21, right? What number is in the tens place for 21? 2. Okay, 2 is in the tens place. So, we're going to put the 2 right here. And then, what number's in the ones place? 1. We'll put the 1 right here. Now, let's add it together and see if 34 is still correct. So we have, remember, we start adding with the ones first. Okay? So 3 plus 1, we know that. That equals 4. There we go. And then 1 plus 2, we know that. That equals 3. So again, 4 is in the ones place, 3 is in the tens place. That gives us 34. So there are 34 beans total in our story. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope it does. Now, let's go over another one just to help us out. So I'm going to read to us a story, and then we're going to have to add the numbers together in the story. All right, so the Blue Fox baseball team hit 26 home runs last year. Wow. The team hit 43 home runs this year. How many home runs does the team hit in both seasons? Now, we could, make 26 dots and then 43 dots and count them, but boys and girls, we do not have time for that. You have very important things you need to be doing, right? So, we are not going to do that. Instead, we're going to add the numbers together. So what was our first number in that? The first number was 26. Okay, 26. All right, so let me write 26 right here so we can remember. What number is in the tens place in 26? The 2. Remember, the tens place is on the left, so it's the 2. All right, so we'll put a 2 right here. And then what number is in the ones place? 6. All right, 2 tens, 6 ones, that equals 26. So we'll put the 6 right here. Then how many home runs did they hit this year? This year they hit 43. So let's put that up here so we can remember. So this year they hit 43. How many tens are in 43? 4 tens, right? 4 tens. If you put it out, you'd have 4 tens rods and 3 ones cubes. So there are 4 tens. So we're going to put the number 4 right here. And then for 3, what does the number 3 show us? How many ones there are, right? So then we would put the 3 here. So remember, you've got to know your tens and ones places, okay? Remember, tens place is on the left, and the ones place is on the right. Okay? All right, so, and make sure you're lining them up where they're supposed to be. Okay, so, which side do we add first? Do you remember? Ones place, right? We always start with the ones place. Okay. 6 plus 3. What does 6 plus 3 equal? 9. Good. 6 plus 3 equals 9. Then we'll go on over to the tens column. 2 plus 4 equals 6. Good. So then we have 6 tens and 9 ones. What number does that give us? 6 tens, 9 ones? 69. Good. The number 69. So the team hit 69 home runs in the past 2 seasons. That is awesome. All right, let's do one more problem, actually. I may have said that would be our last problem, but this one's going to be. I want to do it one more time because it's kind of fun to do. And I want to make sure that we're really getting it. Then you'll be able to work on your worksheet. All right, don't need these numbers anymore either. Good. Okay. All right, so let's say I have, what number should I use? Let's say I have 34 cookies. I have 34 chocolate chip cookies, okay? So I baked 34 chocolate chip cookies. All right? I also baked 23 sugar cookies, okay? So I baked 34 chocolate chip cookies and 23 sugar cookies. How many cookies did I bake in all? Instead of counting every single cookie, we're going to add it together. So let's start with 34. Okay, 34. How many tens are in 34? 3. 3 tens, right? That's in the tens place. So we have 3 tens. And then how many ones are in 34? 4. Good. All right, so we have 3 tens and 4 ones. Excellent. All right, now we need to add 23 to 34, right, to find our answer. All right, look at 23. How many tens are in 23? 2. Good. 2. And then how many ones are in 23? 3. Good, boys and girls. So now we have it lined up, right? We have our tens in one column, our ones in another column. If you switch the numbers around, like put the ones in the tens column, tens in the ones, we will not get the correct answer. So we have to make sure that they are lined up correctly in the right spots. Okay? Now, what do we start adding with? Tens or ones? Ones. We add with the ones first, and then we move over to the tens. So, ones. 4 plus 3. 4 plus 3 equals 7. Good. All right. And then 3 plus 2, we're adding our tens together. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Very good, boys and girls. So we have 5 tens and 7 ones. That's our answer, right? 5 tens and 7 ones. What number does that give us? 57. So I baked 57 cookies total. That's awesome. I should bake some cookies. That would be delicious. Good. Okay, so boys and girls, remember, your paper's going to have a chart like this already for you with the tens and ones, so that's helpful. But remember that you have to put the tens together in the 10 spots, and the ones have to go together in the 1 spots, and then you write your sum down here. Which one do you add first? Ones! Ones! Add those first. Okay, boys and girls? I hope that makes sense. Please let me know if you have any questions. This is our first day doing this, so don't worry. We're going to keep practicing it over and over again, so don't worry. You will be superstars at this very, very soon. All right, boys and girls. Go ahead and work on your worksheet. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day.